It had been so real. It had been alarmingly real. But in the end, it was just a wish fulfillment dream, like Dorothy and Oz. She sighed, a long, bitter exhale. But this didn't change anything. She threw the covers off and called work just like she had in the dream. "I'm not feeling well," she told them. It wasn't a lie. She hadn't felt well in months. Really, she thought, the dream was pretty damn useful. She knew exactly where the traffic jam was. And when she drove to the store to get ammo, she knew which cashier to choose. She drove home again. She sat on the couch and phoned her sister again to say goodbye. She knew she was getting the answering machine, and this time it didn't throw her. She smiled, just a little, to herself. She drew the circle again, the same one that she'd done in her dream. It had been a little joke, one she'd intended as a gift. She sat down on the hard wooden floor in the center of the charcoal circle. She scrawled the same intricate diagrams that she'd drawn last time, the ones she'd found after 30 seconds with Google image search. As she ran a finger along the gun, she smiled. The world was, not strictly speaking, fun. To be blunt, a lot of it was boring, a lot of the time. Programmer kills herself would not have been news. But if the cops find someone dead in the middle of a black ritualistic circle, candles burning low, blood seeping into the grooves she carved on the floor, why, she just might make someone else's life more interesting. She knew that the diagram was bullshit. She literally found it by Googling ominous rune. But some cops would get that strange, terrifying sting of childlike wonder, that sudden feeling of being over a yawning chasm where reality itself seems torn, when they realize that the world as they know it is insufficient to contain reality. "There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio," she muttered to herself. She lifted the gun to her head. She had researched how to do it. She held it a few inches behind her temple. None of that become a vegetable bullshit. "Take two," she said, and fired. It had been so real. It had been alarmingly real, but in the end it was just... What? Wait. No. That hypothesis was losing ground. She drove to the store and mouthed along to the conversations that the shoppers were having. She called into work and knew verbatim what her boss was going to say. She hastily drew the circle and then, thinking a little more, drew it very carefully. "No way," she said, raising the gun to her head. It had been so real. It was real. "No way," she whispered. And then, "Oh my God, this is so hackable." Her face split into a grin. She was unlikely to be the first person to discover this. Why would that circle just happen to work? No, it was probably an Easter egg left behind. Someone else had discovered this, and, well, really, what was the risk of leaving the diagram out there? No one would believe it, and even then, no one would test it if they believed it. It took a lot to kill yourself. She knew. But someone else had found this. An accident? Maybe. Or maybe it was something fun, like an ancient and secret cabal that ruled the world. Oh, she would be seeking them out soon. Her mind was buzzing. She would never mess up a conversation again. She knew the winning lottery numbers. She could loop as much as she needed and see the future. She could spend all of her money in a day and do it all over again the next day, the same day. She laughed then, wild and free, like she hadn't since she was a child. She had found magic, after all.